Welcome to Customer Service for the Residential Service Technician, a video series designed to help you enhance your customer service skills in the field. As a residential service technician, you're exposed to all kinds of customers. By being proactive from the very start of the service call, you have the opportunity to not only provide exceptional customer service, but also ensure repeat business and a solid reputation for yourself and your company. As you know, there are many parts to a successful service call. For example, the customer has to make the initial call, dispatch has to gather the correct information, and the service tech has to respond and make contact with the customer. This process continues with each phase of the call having to be executed properly for success. However, one part of the call may be looked at as the most critical because it deals directly with the lifeblood of the company, collecting payment. And, as you may have already found out, sometimes it can be more of a predicament than the problem that you were called out to fix.
Hey, Todd. How's it going?
Hey, Rick. Yeah, it's going okay, I guess. I mean, the work itself has been great, but I've been having a really tough time collecting payment. I know I'm supposed to get payment when I'm there, but the last couple jobs I've been on, I really didn't know what to do. Just been running into a lot of strange situations lately.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Well, for example, the other day I was on call at this house over in Glenview that had no water.
So what do you think? You know, I've never seen anything like this. The whole house, all the water's gone. Do you think maybe it's, I don't know, a valve or something?
Well, I didn't see anything wrong with your internal plumbing. I think the problem may be with the water company. Your water has been more than likely shut off at the street.
Shut off at the street? Why would they do something like that?
Well, it could be for a variety of reasons. Have you received any sort of notification from them?
Well, you know, my wife takes care of all the bills, so, I mean, I can ask her, but, geez, I can't believe this.
Well, sir, since there was no work quoted today, we just have to go ahead and charge you for the service call. If you can go ahead and sign here, we can collect payment.
What are you talking about? You didn't do anything.
Yes, sir, but we still require payment for the service call to come out here.
This is ridiculous. All right, wait a minute. Take this, all right? Take this. We'll forget the whole thing happened. We'll pretend you weren't even here.
I don't know, sir. I could...
Seriously, just take this. I won't tell anybody. Take this, and we'll forget it all. I won't tell anyone you were here.
I don't know.
While most all service calls require that a technician perform actual labor to resolve the problem, this is one of those rare situations where service is not necessary. However, the technician did use his expertise to identify the problem. Bottom line, it was a scheduled appointment that was initiated by the customer, resolved by the technician, and deserving of payment. However, this service call is not perceived by the customer to have any value and has initiated an emotional response. This has now escalated to an uncomfortable situation, to say the least. Not only does the customer not want to pay, he thinks a partial payment will make the bill go away. The technician knows that accepting this type of payment isn't right, but he's afraid that the customer will become even more upset if the offering isn't accepted. What options does he have? Let's join our two technicians to find out.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Some customers can get pretty difficult when the problem's on their end. But I've always found that using good customer service skills like the STARS recovery methods are a big help for that kind of situation. Here's what I would have done.
This is ridiculous. All right, look. Take this.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't do that. Our customer service department should have told you about the flat fee associated with the service call.
Look, can't you just kind of look the other way? Just go ahead and take it.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm held accountable for my calls, and I have to collect the fee at the time of service. I understand how you feel. Here's the number for the customer service department at the water company. I would suggest talking to your wife and seeing if she has any information, and then call the water company and find out exactly what's going on. You know, they could be just conducting some scheduled maintenance in the area and had to shut off the water. In the meantime, why don't I conduct a visual inspection of your water lines and common trouble areas? If I see anything, I'll make a note of it along with my recommendations. That way you'll be aware of any potential problems and perhaps avoid some costly repairs. Hey, you never know. The service call could end up saving you money.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, if I'm going to be paying for this, I might as well get something out of it too. And maybe we can nip problems in the bud.
Thanks for understanding. If you just sign here, we can go ahead and get started.
Resolving that situation certainly took some skill, but not in a technical sense. By showing empathy, one of the techniques found in the STARS program, the experienced technician was able to diffuse this potentially bad situation. He also offered the customer options and alternatives. The service call, which was first thought of as a waste of money, has now become a potentially smart investment in the eyes of the customer. Not only has the technician secured payment, he has initiated a relationship with the customer which could make for repeat business. Plus, his professionalism and strong customer service skills have set the tone for any future calls.
Wow. I like your ideas on how to handle things when it's not a serviceable problem. I just hope it doesn't happen again.
Yeah. While that was a pretty unusual situation, you're probably going to run into it again sometime. But now you know how to handle it. So what else?
Well, there was this other job I was just on at an apartment, and I'm there with the tenant, right? Well, I'm all about wrapped up here. As I quoted you, this will take care of all my time and materials today. If it's okay, I can accept payment with your credit card.
Oh, yeah, about that. My landlord's gonna pay the bill for this, so if you could just mail it to him.
Well, sir, it's our policy to collect payment at the time of service from our client.
Look, there's no way he's getting out of paying. I don't own this place, I just rent here, you know? I don't have the money for this. They just cut my hours. I've got medical bills, my car's in the shop. Look, you know how it is. Just send it to him.
Well, I'm supposed to collect payment at the job site.
Hey, his office is right down the road. And that big new high-rise they just built, if he has an office in there, he can pay the bill. It's his apartment building anyway, which makes it his problem. And if I don't pay my child support this month, I'm gonna have a bigger problem than a leaking sink. You'll be doing us both a big favor if you just go and collect from him. Come on, man. You can do this for a fellow working man.
I don't know.
If you haven't faced this situation before, it's a strong bet that you will. Whether it's due to excitement or concern of neglect, when a problem occurs within a residential rental property, oftentimes the tenant will make the call for service without contacting the landlord. They're just focused on getting the problem fixed and don't take the time to understand the details such as payment responsibility. When the tenant learns that they have to make the payment, you may hear some descriptive reasoning on how it should be handled. But remember, by using proper customer service techniques, you will be the one guiding the situation as to how it should be resolved. Let's see how our veteran technician handles this one.
And if I don't pay my child support this month, I'm gonna have a bigger problem than a leaking sink. You'll be doing us both a big favor if you just go to him and collect. Come on, man. You can do this for a fellow working man.
I understand your position. I used to rent an apartment too. But it is our policy to collect payment upon completion of the work. As you can see, it's stated right here in the work order, and I'm responsible to take care of it. I can notate in the work order that for future reference, we should contact your landlord to secure payment and authorization from him for the future, but for today's work, you'll have to be reimbursed. However, I have written in my report that if the sink situation hadn't been taken care of in a timely fashion, there would have been much more costly problems. Now, that may help with your reimbursement. I'm also going to give a copy of this report to your landlord along with this leaflet that describes our maintenance program. That's where we conduct scheduled inspections that can help to catch problems like the one you had today before they happen. And we schedule our inspections when it's most convenient for the tenant. See, that way, you won't be caught in the middle of a situation like this.
That would be a big help. I can't afford to take any time off work, no matter what. Can I have one of these pamphlets? I want to make sure that the landlord gets this information.
Sure. You may want to put that in with your receipt for reimbursement. You know, you may receive your reimbursement before you get the bill if we run payment through the credit card number that was given during the call.
Yeah, I sure hope so. Well, with any luck, he'll go with the maintenance program, so I won't have to deal with this again. At least the sink is fixed.
Yeah, it did need to be taken care of. Now, if you just sign right here, we can process the credit card that you had given our customer service department.
In this scenario, good communication and strong customer service skills are what made the difference in the outcome of the call. By relating to the customer, our technician was able to make a connection that helped to ease the emotional response that the payment situation had generated. And by using the written word as a form of communication, it became clear to the customer just what was involved with the payment policy. The written word also motivated the customer to become an ally of the technician. By reading and understanding the technician's report, along with the leaflet regarding the maintenance program, the customer has now been recruited as a salesperson for recurring business. In this instance, customer service skills were responsible for the most significant repair of the service call.
That really would have been the best way to handle that sticky situation. You know, I guess good customer service and STARS techniques are just as important as the actual repair.
Well, the STARS program has been just as valuable to me as anything technical I've learned. And the more you use it, the better you get. Hey, I just had a predicament similar to the situation you were dealing with. And now that you've learned how to deal with some of these problems, I'd be curious to hear how you would have handled it. We get the call from someone who claims to be the homeowner down on Waterford Street, but when I get there, this young girl answers the door. Hi. I'm Rick from Link Services. Are your parents home?
I am so glad you're here. Okay, I was just taking a shower and then all of a sudden the hot water just shut off. So I came downstairs and I saw the water just gushing from this big giant thingy. I don't even know what it was, but please come in and let me show you.
Okay, so your parents aren't home.
No, nobody's here.
Is there a grandmother or is somebody that I could talk to about this, a neighbor?
No, but I gave you my mom's credit card. I mean, she said it was fine. Now please come in and fix this.
Well,
This is a switch from our earlier scenarios. In this situation, we have someone who wants to have service work done and who also wants to pay the bill. The problem is that the person is not the holder of the credit card nor the decision maker of the household. And to make matters worse, this person is a minor. This certainly qualifies as a predicament. But let's see what our young technician has learned and get a look at how he would handle this dilemma.
No, why do I need anybody else? I gave you my mom's credit card. Now please come in and fix this.
I wish I could come in, but it's our policy not to enter a home with a minor without a parent or guardian present. But the good thing is that you were able to shut off the water. I am a little confused though. Didn't your mother call us?
Okay, I told the guy on the phone that I was my mom and I gave them her credit card. She gave it to me for emergencies and I was supposed to be at school studying and I just wanted to come home and see my boyfriend and I didn't think anyone was gonna know and I didn't think I was gonna get caught. But then the water started gushing and I just got really scared and I saw your number on the tank thing and decided to give you guys a call. And the guy on the phone was really nice and he told me how to shut off the water and everything, but I just wanted you to come out and make sure that everything was fixed.
Well, I know how parents can be. It wasn't that long ago I was in your shoes. But I'm sure your mom will understand and be relieved to know that you are taking care of the problem. Why don't I give her a call? It is the best thing, and you don't have to talk to her if you don't want to.
Okay. Her number is 555 4132.
Thanks. It'll be fine.
This is Joyce. How can I help you?
I'm Mrs. Brandt. Hi, my name is Todd Beam with Link Plumbing. Your daughter phoned us to your residence today for what seems to be a leaking water tank.
What? She's supposed to be at school. What's going on over there? Is she up to something?
I haven't been inside yet because there is no parent or guardian present, but I do think your hot water tank let go. Your daughter managed to shut off the water, so there is no immediate threat. It's a good thing that someone was here, or this could have been a serious and costly situation.
Well, I guess I should be glad for that. I was just about ready to take lunch, so I can leave now and I can be there in about 10 minutes.
Oh, that's great. In the meantime, I'll phone my office and see if there's any information on your water tank. It might still be under warranty or a protection plan, which will help with the costs. Once you get here, I can take a look at everything and give you an accurate estimate and recommendations. Your daughter gave us a credit card for the service call. Would you like to continue using that as the method of payment?
Oh no, that's only for school use and emergencies. I'll either pay you by cash or check, depending on what we decide to do. And thank you for being so professional and patient. That's my daughter. She's a real handful.
Well, it looks like she probably saved you from what could have been a really big mess. I'll be outside in my truck waiting for you. Thank you. See? No problem.
Thank you.
It looks like our apprentice handled this like a seasoned pro. By using the STARS program and by relating to the daughter, he was able to minimize her fears and gather the contact information. Then, by acting as the consummate professional in the customer's view, he has established himself and his company as a vendor you can trust. And last, but certainly not least, he confirmed what the method of payment for the service call will be. Remember, when it comes to collecting payment, there is no better tool to work with than the STARS program.
Well, rookie, I'm impressed. You would have handled that situation as good as anybody.
Yeah, well, you're the one who made me realize how important good customer service and STARS techniques are to the job, especially when collecting payment.
Hey, that's why they keep us old guys around. Hey, anytime you need help, just ask.
I will. You're the one with the star.
Hey, look at the time. We better hit the road.
Thanks, Rick.
You got it.
Good customer service is a skill in itself, and as you've seen, using this skill while encountering payments and predicaments is another way to establish a healthy relationship during the service call. Like any skill, it takes some work to hone, but eventually it should become second nature, an extension of yourself and your own personality.